Yo, it's your man DJ TGIF, the hypest DJ period, aka Mr. Always Outside. I'm rocking out with Mr. Everyday at the Next Level podcast, right here on WCDB 90.9. You know the vibes.
So what you trying to do, and who you really want to be? Everybody wants a shot to be the top in this industry. So what you trying to do, and who you really want to be? Everybody wants a shot to be the top in this industry. I follow me, never walk in another man's shoes. Fake we good when you know we ain't brothers. I set my goals, aim high. I'm shooting for the sky, and I'm never giving up or quitting till the day I die. Seen a lot of them come, and a lot of them go. The pedigree of champions is the best in show. But with no dough, you won't even make it with light bread. No small time, but just gonna get you ahead. And don't forget about your team.
TGIF world famous, man. You know, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come bless me for season 3.
Yo, thanks for having me, man. It's about time.
Yeah,
it's about time.
It's overdue. It's definitely overdue. You know what I mean? But it's right on time at the same time. You know what I mean? So yeah, so let's just start. Like I said, let's just go right to the beginning, man. Like, let's talk about like where were you born? What town were you born?
Oh man, so I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I lived in every single borough before I moved up here to the upstate New York. So some people like to say I'm a New York City kid, but I claim Albany, New York. That's where I'm from. That's where I learned how to be who I am. So I always claim the 518.
Nah, I respect it, man, because a lot of people, like, even when I first moved up here, I noticed it was like kind of people didn't really want to admit, like, everybody was trying to claim New York even when they wasn't from New York City. You know what I mean? And it's like, and even as I got older, being here, I learned to embrace it. You know what I mean?
For sure,
like,
you have
like
to.
the 518, like that's the part of like of my moniker now. 518. You know what I mean? Like,
see, it's a lot of people that be up here, and they've been up here longer than they lived in the city. And if that's the case, you from here, man.
Right. Absolutely. Like, once you came here at 2. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, like, bro, I went to high school with you, bro. Like, come on now.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and with me, I'm a hybrid because I came up here.
If you was already an adult when you came up here, then I understand.
Yeah, I was an adult. I came up here when I was young, and then went back to the city.
Okay.
So I literally moved back to the city, and then was in the city for a whole decade.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So when I came up here like around like 7 or 8, and then left shortly after. Like, I stayed for a little bit, and then my parents separated. So then I went back to the city. Then I did my.
We get deep. You telling me?
Right. I'm giving you some history. But I'm also a hybrid. I consider myself a hybrid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So where are you from?
So from Harlem.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Harlem. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and I gotta claim that because
shout out Spanish Harlem. Shout out 109th Street.
West Harlem. 117.
Park and Lex.
Avenue, So yeah, so I did Harlem in the Bronx, but like you said, after I had been up here a certain amount of time, I was like, nah, my jersey could officially get retired in 2 locations now. You know what I mean? I got, like, Albany, the 518 might want to have a claim on my jersey.
You know what
I mean? Like, so, and I respect them, and I got a lot of love for the 518, and that's actually why I'm still here. Okay. You know what I mean? So I love the fact that you repping, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Even though, BK stand up, you know what I mean? And all the other boroughs that you lived in, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? But you get that, though. You still get that BK, and BK could put a claim in for you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Always.
You know what I mean?
You know that.
So that's what's up. So you mentioned that you went to Albany High, but let's go back. Let's stay with
Young
the youth
Craig.
thing. Like
Young Craig.
baby Craig.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Coming up, are both parents in the home?
No, it's my mom. My mom held it down. She a real one. It's always been the realest person in my life. So my mom's held it down, and that's who I show love to. That's who I'm thankful for. Yeah, it's my mom Dukes.
That's what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't be the man I was if it wasn't for her. So
respect, man. Shout out to Mom Dukes, man. Shout out to Mama TGIF.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? That's
she in Raleigh, North Carolina right now. But I love her.
So when did she leave? 2
years ago.
Okay. She finally was like, all right, I'm done. I've done my work is done here.
Yeah, my work is done. She can retire in where it's warm at. You know what I'm saying?
That's great, man. Shout out to Mama.
Always.
So you came up, single parent household.
For sure.
Where does the music influence come from?
My mom, like she, playing music in the house all day, every day. Mary J. Blige all day, every day. Anita Baker, Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? So my mom had a big part of the foundation of my love for music, for sure.
Now, did you when you started? Cause you're still from the vinyl era. Right, you're still vinyl, right?
Not really.
No, that's why I'm asking this question because you on the cusp.
Really.
You're on the cusp of like you were transitioning.
By the time I got into it, it was already digital.
Okay.
By the time I got into DJing and any...
Oh, so you was never carrying crates?
No.
Oh, interesting.
I was carrying a desktop computer though, so like, the big beige IBM joint, like I was carrying that.
For me. That's a first. That's a first
so
for me.
I might not have paid my dues with carrying crates.
Let me give some applause for the desktop computer.
Yeah, nah, I had straight big beige IBM desktop with the big monitor.
Shout
you had to screw it in
young
the back.
TGIF walking around with the desktop computer. He didn't say the laptop. He said the desktop. That's real dedication, and that's why this man is where he's at today.
Sure.
Because how many people is going to walk around with the desktop?
They're not. They really not.
No, they're not. They're not.
They really
that's
not.
No, that's the first for me. I've been in the game all these years.
Yeah,
I've never heard nobody say he was walking around with the desktop.
Nah, they be embarrassed.
So I have to applaud that.
For me, I brought it in there. I set that up in Sneaky Pete's. If you know, then you know.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? So I
he was like, I need my whole setup. I'm not playing around. I need what's comfortable.
And mind you, the DJs would mess with you about it, like the legends of the time or whatever. They mess with me about it, but then they would pull me to the side and be like, yo, you sound great.
Yeah.
Do what you doing.
That's right.
Because as long as the music and the mixing is sounding good, then
it
don't matter.
That's all that matters. Now it's really whatever you got at your disposal to use to make your sound what it is. Because like even for me, like when I do my show, when I DJ, I'm barbaric in here. Like I have a whole system, and it could be so much easier for me. I could get certain tools to make it like effortless, but I still like to have that real feel. Like I have a DJ deck, and I'm using the DJ deck, and even though I'm doing digitally, it's still the same concept.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, but it works.
That's what you use to learn the concept. Because once I learned the concept of DJing, I can use any equipment that there is on the planet. Right. Like I can use CDJs, I can use a controller, I can use turntables, I can use Technique 1200s, like whatever you put in front of me, I can use because I learned the concept of DJing internally, like on the computer.
Nah, that's piece. I like the way that this is starting out right now. You know what I mean? We getting right to it.
Right to it.
So what's the highest grade in school that you completed?
I went to a little bit of college.
Okay.
Definitely went to a little.
So graduated from Albany High. Now, what did you take in school when you went to college? What were you thinking?
I went to SUNY Potsdam and I got into communications. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do. But then, like, they were like, yo, do communications. Like, people told me, graduated high school, yo, you're going to be famous. You're going to be known for something. We just don't know what it is.
Right.
And so I went in there, like, you know, general studies. And then I was like, all right, communication sounds like something I could do. And then I ended up getting a career in it, even though I dropped out of school.
I mean, sometimes you got to take that path. Listen, I'm going to shut my live down. You know, unfortunately, I'm sorry, y'all can't watch this whole live. I got to shut y'all down. Mr. Everyday, man, tap in with me. You know, we on Past Life Radio YouTube.
I'm still.
Give him like another few more minutes.
I got you. All right, only a few more minutes.
Yep. So yeah, man. So you did the college thing for a while.
Yep.
You decided that, you know what, I want to lead full first. Now, before you got to college, were you already professionally DJing?
No, I wasn't DJing at all.
Oh, okay.
I started DJing, like I started teaching myself in college. Started teaching myself. I had a lot of free time. Like when I wasn't in the student groups, I was in the Black Student Association, the Caribbean student.
I feel like you would have been.
I was on the dance team.
I feel like if you would have stayed all the way through, you would have been voted most popular.
For sure.
Walked across the stage.
I was on the basketball.
You did a backflip at your graduation.
Yeah, I was on the basketball team. Like I did everything, bro. Like,
I see that because you have that. What sign are you under?
Capricorn.
Okay, yeah. Capricorn's good people.
The goats.
Yeah.
The goats of this.
Yeah, the real goats. Real goats. Yeah, no, I definitely can see that for you. You know what I mean? Getting into all that. So what would you say is your true inspiration for actually becoming a DJ? Because with different paths to choose, you could have wanted to rap. You know what I mean? But what was about DJing that made you gravitate towards that instead of anything else?
The funny thing is, I saw Juice when I was a kid.
Okay.
I saw Juice with Tupac, Omar Epps, and I saw that, and I wanted to be cute.
Okay.
Wanted to be cute. But back when I saw that, back in the 90s, like, I couldn't afford turntables. I couldn't afford all that stuff. And so I fell in love with it when I was in college. Because it was easy to access then.
Right.
Like, I got virtual DJs free.
Right.
I'm downloading the music for free off LimeWire. Shout out to LimeWire.
Right. Shout out to LimeWire.
Thank you.
Some people might not even have a career.
Thank you so much, LimeWire.
You're right. So there's a lot of people that wouldn't have had a career if it wasn't for LimeWire.
Right.
So now that's what's up, man. So you transitioned, you gravitated to but what about rap? It never appealed to you to want to rap?
Oh, it's a y'all never gonna hear it, but it's a song out there. It's definitely a song out there. My rap name was Young Fresh.
I'm gonna make him give me this rap.
No, it's not. It's never happening. Shout out to Young Fresh, the one rap song. I got one feature, and that's it. One, and that's it. And it's my mom got the CD somewhere. If you could find her and you could get it from her, you can spin it.
Heard it. Nah, me and Mom's. I'm gonna be in North Carolina. One day I'm gonna go live. You like, yo, how you find my mom's in North Carolina? Like, yeah, I told you I was gonna get that Young Fresh. I told you. Pause.
Yeah.
So you jump right in.
Yep.
To the DJ game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Who were your early mentors as far as the DJ is concerned? Like, were you just really just teaching yourself, or did you have somebody that kind of was like, you know what, I see what you're doing, do it like this.
Nobody
like
that really took me under the wing, but like definitely people I learned some game from and like learned some techniques from. Fada, if you know Fada, the super DJ, he's one of the most talented DJs that I know in this area, and he was one of the first people to really just give me some like advice, give me some technique. Like, I'm sitting here coming from virtual DJ, I'm sitting here trying to like look at the numbers. Like he's the first person to put me in front of a pair of CDJs. I was like, figure it out.
He said figure it out.
And so I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to mix the same way I would on the computer, and it's not coming out the same way.
Right.
And I'm sitting here looking at the numbers for the cues, the second counters. Like, I'm sitting here.
You know, that's how when I first started, that's exactly what I was doing. I was like, okay, the transition's at 2:30.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? Before you started understanding the feel
and
of
so,
a record.
no, what he did was covered it. He covered the numbers. It was like, yo, just listen to the music.
Yes, the music will tell you.
Yeah,
It'll tell you when the transition.
Just listen to it. And so, yeah, he taught me how to hear music.
I'm glad you said the numbers thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, like, that was my cheat code early on. I was like, okay, at 2:31, fade. Like,
But yeah, but at 2:31 it's different depending on how fast you pitch the song.
Tempo. And that was what I had to learn the hard way.
Yep.
Because I had breaks, I had transitions set up and blends set up, and then I had it slightly off. And I was like, yo, what? Or a curse that you're trying to catch.
Yeah.
You're trying to catch curses on the fly.
Yeah.
And you don't catch it because, like you said, your tempo. You know what I mean? So now that's coming in at 2:29.
Right.
You know what I mean? So no, I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, nah, me too. It happened, me too.
So let's talk about where you stand in the 518 real quick, because I'm getting right to it.
Okay.
Where would you rank yourself as far as DJs in the 518?
Okay. Now,
would you say you're the best?
Now, it depends on what you're talking about.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Because overall, I think so. I think so just because of my skill level, I've grown to be one of the best. Then impact, what I brought to the area, what I've being an ambassador from the area in other places, changing the game as far as the DJ promoter thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, if you put everything together, I think I'm number one.
If you would have said anything else than that, I would have been highly disappointed.
No, I think I'm number one.
Because I look at you like you're the number one DJ.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my word counts.
I think mind you, I'm comparing myself to the legacies of the greats.
Yeah.
I'm comparing myself to DJ Biz. I'm comparing myself to like.
And that you know, I didn't even stop to really think about Biz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think
like Biz
I
was
had
on
a cutoff of where, you know what I mean. But then when you incorporate Biz too, because Biz was almost too early to capitalize. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was on tour with Jay-Z. Come on, like it's a different kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah, for sure.
Like
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's met Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
like
I get it.
DMX.
I get it. No, you're right. You know, you're right.
That Fade the Black tour, like Biz was somewhere around there. You feel me?
No, you're right. You know, when you put it like that, you know.
But like I said,
right.
I think. But mind you, I told Biz to his face. Biz, Fada, Show. Like, these are all my guys.
Yeah,
they were all
sure.
in the barbershop.
Shout out to DJ Show.
Shout out my guys.
Yeah.
Like, they were all in the barbershop, and I went up to them when I'm first starting out, and I'm like, yo, like, I know y'all got the game on lock right now. Y'all running it. Y'all are Magic, Neek, Bird,
Facts.
Zeke, all that.
That's true.
And there's this young guy coming in.
Yeah. It's coming for you.
And in a couple years,
coming for your crown.
they like, are you calling yourself Michael Jordan?
Woo!
I'm like, yeah.
Heard it.
And then Biz
Heard
like,
it.
you could be Kobe. I'm Jordan, you could be Kobe.
Jordan
I'm like,
2.0, he called you
nah,
Jordan 2.0.
that's a fact. So, but that's the energy I came in the game with. Like I said, I wanted to be the best, and like I'm 15 years in now.
Yeah. I have to say that.
I feel like I am.
All due respect to DJ Show and DJ Biz, I still feel like you're number one. For all the reasons that you mentioned as well. Because it's not just about like, like necessarily mixing or blending or even it's the total package.
Oh, and I'm top tier on those too.
No, and I know that. But I'm saying, when I say that, when I make that comment, I mean the total package. And where you currently sit.
Right.
Because not everybody even, because sometimes people have their run.
Right.
And then they kind of taper off.
Right.
And they're doing other things and they're not as strong. Their presence is not as strong. The moves are not as strong. They peaked.
Right.
You're still there's
I'm still learning.
Yeah. There's not. You haven't hit your ceiling.
Yeah, I'm downloading new music as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Like to incorporate that and to still sound fresh, but while still honoring everything I've learned over this journey.
Absolutely, as you should. Now, do you think it's easier to become a DJ now?
Yes. It's not easier to be good at it.
Right.
It's easier to start off. It's so much easier to start off because your starting is a $250 controller and a MacBook. You need a MacBook, you need a controller. That is it.
Right.
To say, hey, I'm DJ Two Left Feet. You know what I'm saying? You need a DJ name, a MacBook, and a little controller. You can start off like that.
And a Spotify playlist.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know some music, if you can play a song from back to back, you can say you're a DJ.
Right.
But to get good, you have to learn the craft.
Right. Because even technically, like, I don't consider myself like, am I a DJ? Yes. But do I consider myself a DJ? That's why it's not DJ every day. It's Mr. every day.
Right.
Because I'm too, like, for one thing, because I have the wisdom and the understanding of the culture of DJing, I have too much respect for it to put myself in the category of these people on that level.
No, one of my homies said that last weekend after watching me DJ. He's like, yo, I like to call myself a DJ, and then I hear Craig.
Right.
And then it's like, I'm a hobbyist. He's a professional DJ. This is what he does.
Right. And do I DJ professionally at times? Yes. But I don't. That's never been like my focus. I feel like I'm more like a well-rounded, like I'm like a
hip hop connoisseur.
Yes.
Yeah. I can spray paint a little bit. I can break dance a little bit. I can MC. I can DJ. You gotta be able to do all the things.
I'm a utility. I'm the guy that come in and play first base, second base, third base, pitch, close the game, win the game for you.
That's
like hit the home run.
Gotta be all that.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I am with it. It's like well-rounded. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? What's the word? There's another word that I use for that. I'll come back to that though. But,
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. Ubiquitous also.
Okay.
Ubiquitous.
Okay. SAT.
Yes. Ubiquitous.
Okay.
I'm a ubiquitous entrepreneur, hip hop presario. You know what I mean? Appearing from, and if you don't know what ubiquitous, it means appearing from all angles at all times. Coming. Yes. Yes. I'm there. I'm in there. You know what I mean? So So let's talk about radio for a second.
Okay.
Because my introduction to you was jams.
Yep.
And that was when I first started really understanding your brand and seeing you out here. And you used to do all the SUNY Albany parties and have them so lit, you couldn't tell me that you didn't go to SUNY Albany. Because I think that was one of the first questions I asked you. Like, yo, do you go to SUNY Albany? And you was like, bro, nah, I just built that. Built that.
That's it.
I built that on relationships,
For sure.
networking, people, like being in demand. You know what I mean? Because it shocked me that you had that big of a hold on the entire SUNY Albany people, like the whole culture.
Right.
They wasn't throwing parties if they wasn't calling you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was
Or
big
Six
for me.
Figures. Shout out to Six Figures. He's one of those OGs too.
Yep.
But like for me, I mean Jams 96.3. Like when I got just to get there, took it took a lot because usually you do the street team thing. You do this. You intern. You do all of that, and it was none of that for me. And so I told people, hey, I want to be on Jams. Hey, I want to be on Jams. I knew some people up there like, hey, I want to be on. And they're like, well, there's like a process and da-da-da. And they usually hire from out of market and they bring somebody in, blah, 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 blah. But for me, like I created a Facebook group that said, get TGIF on Jams.
Is that how that happened? The people just said this is what we want
Right.
and made that happen?
No, they didn't make it happen.
Oh.
So, but it showed me how much support I had. And mind you, I didn't even make the page. Somebody made the page for me. And then I
TGIF
I let
club.
people, I let people know about it, and then like in a day I had like 600 people on the page.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, and mind you, somebody hit me up on the side and was like, yo, you know this not gonna get you on jams, right? And I was like, yeah, I know that. I know how this kind of works, but it lets me know how much support I have. Within a week, I had like 1,000+ people on that group.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a big deal, man.
And so, yeah, I was posting my flyers on that. But it was a campaign, get TGIF on jams. But somebody got fired, and first person they called was me.
Someone got fired and someone get hired.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and that's just how it goes. Like one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah, I'm right there. And you got to be ready for the opportunity when it comes. And so for me, like they were like, can you do a 3-hour show? No curses, obviously, party music, whatever. And I was like, yeah, mind you.
He said, yeah.
I had no edited music, 0. But I knew every single word to every single song that I played.
Do not tell me that you was playing, you was freeballing.
Yes, I was.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's impressive.
The opportunity is the opportunity. You only gonna get it and just be ready for it.
No, that's impressive.
And I DJ.
It's not easy to do that.
Right,
I do that here a lot, and it's not easy to do that. And I'm doing it with records that I don't like. But you gotta learn, you gotta listen, you gotta know everything. That's a big deal.
So
man.
mind you, I get on that Sunday, and I'm like, I'm gonna DJ and play all the things that I wanted to hear on the radio and never could.
Yes,
like I'm playing Baltimore club music / Jersey club. That's all the craze on TikTok now.
Right.
This is 2010-ish, 11. And so I'm playing that stuff on the radio just because I never heard it on the radio before. I'm playing all the Get Light, Light Feet tracks or whatever coming out of New York City. Like I'm playing that on the radio.
So you got on air right when I moved back up here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I roll with Hudson Valley, and that's when I started listening to jams like that, and that's when I started hearing you on everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive, man.
Oh,
like that, I mean, I did not know that little bit of information, man. That you was literally no radio edit. You was just playing records.
It. I'm bleeping it out myself.
Wow. That's great. That's great.
But that led to a 7-year radio career. So
now,
I'm right.
Question. 7 years, you're doing your thing. At the height, you step away. What was that about?
I got fired. I didn't step away.
Well, I mean, I was trying to be nice.
No, I got fired. And it was because
Talk about
it was because the politics of radio.
Okay.
So mind you, I'm the biggest thing on the station and the limited role I'm in. I'm the 6th man. I'm on the weekends. I was never a full time. I was never a full time employee.
Right.
So on radio, there's usually 4 power programming positions, and that's mornings, midday, afternoons, night show.
Right.
All of those are filled.
Right.
I came in on the weekends. But whenever somebody went on vacation, I'm filling in for them. Whenever they're in between main people, like I remember, I did afternoons while keeping my weekends for 6 months straight until they found somebody else.
Right.
So
yeah, I remember you on afternoons.
6 months straight, I was on 7 days a week.
And that's key, because your brand was woo.
Right. So 6 months straight, I was on 7 days a week, and then they still gave the job to somebody else. And they know I'm him. They know I'm the man.
And that's the problem, because the wrong people was in ownership. You know how that is.
You know, and so it's politics, it's whatever.
I got a big sigh on that.
I got disinterested. I start mailing it in. I start missing breaks. That's the one thing you can't do. Dead air, you can get fired automatically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One dead air, you could get fired automatically.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I'm just not focused. I'm like, man, F this place. Like,
right. Yeah, no, I understand.
And it caught up to me. And so I got fired. But when I got fired, I was just like, I mean, it was coming, because y'all didn't incentivize me when I was putting in 180%.
Right.
I'm here 7 days a week, and I'm DJing all the clubs, and I'm doing all the, I'm him.
You was definitely him.
I'm the biggest radio personality. There's never been somebody bigger than me in that limited role in this area, period.
Right. No, that's a fact.
And so I was just like, y'all want me, y'all don't want to reward me for the work that I do. Like, F it.
Man, that's a powerful statement, man, because, you know, they'll use you up and then they'll discard you and bring somebody in less talented and pay them.
What?
And pay
Bro,
them.
not all right, so more than that.
Talk about it.
They'll bring somebody in from another market and have me train them to do the job that y'all wouldn't give me.
I'm a little insulted right now myself.
I did that 3 times. 3.
Wow.
Train the person
That's
that
taking over.
got the job that I'm in. You mind you,
You're working in that space right now.
I'm doing the job. I'm here. I'm doing
At
it.
an elite level too. At an elite level. Yeah, that's the policy.
And then you want me to be a team player.
That's the part of the game that's messed up.
Because
if I could curse right now, I'd curse.
Come on, bro.
That's the part of the game right now.
Come on, bro. Like, there's no way.
I'm insulted.
There's no way. There's no way. How many times are you gonna let that happen to you before you start?
Nah. It's time to make your own way.
Come on
it's
now.
time to pack these bags and take my good name on the road.
Come on now.
Yep. So that leads me to this. So, did you think that you would be bigger after radio?
No. No. But I knew I had to do something. Like I was, but the thing that got me through it, or that gave me hope, was that I knew who I was outside of the station. Yes. I had my own motion outside of the station. I had my own movement outside of the station. I was doing parties or whatever, and I had my own thing. And so that, and then me knowing all the other radio personalities, aside from one, they had other jobs outside of radio, because radio don't pay that much.
Right.
They had other jobs, like all the other part-timers, like...
Did you do anything for Hot 99 at one point? Like briefly, as a brief stint, just pop up?
Just little guest mixes.
Because I think that's when I was doing promotions for Hot, and I remember you popping up once or twice, even at an event or something, and I seen you talking, I was like, something going on here?
There was talks from time to time.
Yeah, because I know it never fully materialized.
Yeah, there was talks from time to time. It was just certain stuff that I wasn't interested in doing.
Right.
Like, you gotta write two-page papers every day. I'm like, I'm never doing that. I DJ. You want entertaining content on air? I got you.
Right.
You want somebody to represent the brand? I got you. Because I'm the only person that looks like I'm outside.
Right.
In this station.
Right.
And I'm outside. Like, sometimes radio personalities look like radio personalities.
Right.
They look like they have the face for radio. You should not be seen, only heard. You feel me? But like for me, like I was somebody who had the voice and I had the look. I had the
no question.
No question. And I had the whole package. And so if you want that, I'm here.
Right.
If you don't want that, I'm out.
Needless to say, I think it was more their loss than your loss.
I mean,
and I'll just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
because the Hype Fest was born.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about Hype Fest.
All right.
What was because I know you're the brainchild of that.
Yeah.
What made you decide to create that?
So I felt like as a DJ, you have to have, like, if your birthday party's not popping as a DJ, hang it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to create an event that was my birthday party, but that wasn't just my birthday party. It's not just TGIF birthday bash.
Right.
But Hype Fest, I'm the hypest DJ, period. The name of my company is Hype. I was like, Hype Fest sounds like a thing. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And so that was the, like, seed of the idea, and then I just worked
Biggest
it.
party of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think y'all did something. Y'all was doing some stuff at the Mason Hall too. What was it y'all did? Y'all did this.
We did smaller parties there.
Smaller parties at the Mason Hall. What did y'all do? Where was Hype Fest usually?
The first Hype Fest was at the Armory.
All right. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere close.
Yeah, the Armory, the Washington Ave Armory. So it was just like, who do you think you are throwing your birthday party at the Armory?
The numbers, though.
Yeah. The numbers showed who I was. Woo. And so I ran through there with the utmost confidence after, like, once I saw, like, 1,000 people in there, I was like, 1,000 people paid to see me? That's it?
That's why I said the numbers.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, Lil Wayne or this person, Roscoe Dash at the time or whatever.
And half of you all in the building.
You know what I'm saying? Half of all the, yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, 1,000 people paid to see me? Just me? I bet. I'm going to run it up. I don't need nobody then.
So let's get a little bit more analytical of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like DJs are appreciated in today's hip hop culture? Whereas before the DJ was like truly like the focal point of the party. How do you feel? Do you feel like DJs are getting the respect and the love that
It's
nowadays?
a loaded question, just
Yes.
because they'll never be to the point where they were at the beginning of hip hop. Like they'll never be Jazzy Jeff. It was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. It was Eric B and Rakim.
Right.
Like there was the DJ before the artist.
Right. That's what I mean. Like the DJ was the focal point.
Right. And as far as like the pinnacle mainstream, as far as acts, it won't ever be like that again.
Right. For sure.
But on the local level, before it reaches, I don't know, signed MC, it'll always be the DJ first. So if you're doing your grind, your local grind, and you, like anytime you go into a city, the man is the DJ.
Yeah.
The guy who's the man who you need to tap in with to see what's what, it's the DJ. Until you get to signed artist,
Right.
it's the DJ.
DJ.
Period.
With the climate of music being the way it is, with a lot of death and things like that happen, has that ever affected what you chose to play?
Well, one, I'm playing for women always.
Smart man.
I'm always playing for women. If you don't understand that the nightclub business is designed around women, that advertising, marketing, that honestly, every business in the world is marketed towards women.
Say that.
So if you don't market your business towards women, then you're not paying attention to the market.
I'm glad you said that, and I hope you were listening out there.
Facts. If you're not paying
is
attention
Jules
to
right now.
what women want, then you're not paying attention to the market. You know what I'm saying? Because they influence everything. So as far as music I play, has always been, will always be geared mostly towards women. But I am ratchet. So I'm going to play some ratchet music too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm turning up.
Right. Nah, I like that. Have you ever thought about managing artists before?
I've thought about it just because I see so much potential in so many people. So many people are so talented, but I'm selfish. And I'm managing my career right now. And it's working. And I know that I try to give as much jewels and gems and tricks of the trade as I can to other artists, but
I'm glad you were
focused on
I'm
me.
glad you were honest about that, because it takes a very special person to be an artist and still, man, like I'm kind of like at that divide where I'm an artist, but at the end of the day, like I've got to a point where, because I'm doing more producing and more and more behind the scenes stuff, it's easier for me to transition to.
But I've seen you as a manager,
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
a great manager.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I put on
appreciate that.
518 Day. You won, petitioned for your artist, then brought him to me, then said, "Yo, this is some of his music.
Right.
He's gonna be here at this time," and he was there. And he was professional. He's still
Yep.
dope to this day. Shout out Gian, that's my guy.
I walked that whole dog.
Right.
Walked
And
that
so,
whole dog.
like, you're good at it.
Yes. Yeah.
Myself, I couldn't do that.
Right.
Just because I'm not the best at corresponding.
Right.
And then I'm corresponding on someone else's behalf. And, like, if you're depending on me for your career to pop, like, I'm focused on me right now. And I'm focused on what I'm trying to build. And so that's why I sometimes
And that's the thing, you
selfishly
gotta
don't
be,
manage people.
but at least you're honest about it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes people will jump into situations that they know they really are not fully vested in. And then you wind up wasting that artist's time as well.
Yeah.
And you see that happening even with bigger artists.
This is expensive.
Yeah, man.
Being an artist is expensive.
Yeah, thank you. Say it. If you're listening, I hope you're listening right now to what he's saying. Being an artist is expensive.
It's so expensive, and
So when
studio time.
When
and
you make that decision, understand going in, it's a long-term investment.
Facts.
And it's going to cost you a lot. If you don't have the money to spend, this is not for you.
It's not.
not.
All right, so the music. So this is the thing I always try to tell people. There's a difference between music as a passion, as a hobby, and the music business. It's two different things.
Yes.
You're doing music because you love music. That's great. I hope you have the outlet that you need to release the music you want to release. But when this thing becomes a music business, this is marketing and advertising.
Right.
And if you don't understand marketing and advertising, you don't want to do music as a business, as your job.
And that's the problem. The artists are not understanding it's the music business.
Yeah.
They're so focused on the music that they're actually slacking on their business. And even just
it's both. But then you need a manager that's gonna focus on the business. But then
right.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole team actually that is required.
Yeah.
It's not even just about one person. It's about bringing in the right components.
If there's an artist listening, I want you to understand this. As a musician, you're putting yourself up against signed musician, and now as you by yourself, you make music. The other artist, the signed artist, they get to make music. That's all they have to do.
Right.
Because they have a manager, they have a publicist, they have marketing, they have promotion, they have image consultants, they have A&Rs, they have all of these things. They have people who work records that go to radio stations for them just to play their record.
And all those
you got to do that by your goddamn self.
Right.
And when you understand that you have to do that by yourself, you have more perspective. Give yourself some grace, because it's you versus a signed artist with a team of people around them and a budget.
And keyword budget.
Budget.
Like you over here worried about spending $200 on a video, and this is not it. It's not it for you.
Costs $300,000 to $500,000 to get your song number one.
Yeah. Say it.
Costs $500,000 to get your song to number one.
You heard it.
Like,
I'm glad you just said it. Like sometimes people just need to just hear it.
Yeah.
For what it really is,
$500,000.
because they have this illusion of what they think the business is, and then there's the reality of what it really is. And you just said it right there. If you don't got stacks, not just the first little 20, even 50,000 is not enough. That's a buzz. That's a buzz.
That's some playlist thing on Spotify.
Right.
You can get on a playlist.
Right, you can get on a strong playlist.
Yeah,
get your buzz up, and then I hope you got some more. Right, I hope you got some more money. I hope there was another 200,000 coming after your 50, because now the 50 is just gonna just dissipate, and now there's nothing. So now all that momentum that you gain is just gonna fade to black on you. And you couldn't even follow up. So it's not just the first 50; it's the other 50 after the 50, and then the other 50 after that.
You gotta hope that 50 made you something, so you could reinvest it.
Yes, that's a fact. So speaking of artists, who would you say your favorite artist is, past and present?
All time.
Yeah, all time.
Well, Busta's fresh on my mind because he just got that Lifetime Achievement Award. But I always tell people he's the best hip hop performer I've ever seen in life. Him and Spliff Star have put on the best show that I've ever seen in my life multiple times.
I've been to a lot of Busta stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Biggie, obviously. So you said past, right?
Yeah. So that would qualify for past. Now let's go to the future.
Well, no, you said five past.
Yeah.
All right. So I said Biggie, Busta, Hove. I don't know where you put Fab. Fab's my guy.
Fab is dope. He doesn't even get enough recognition.
He's kind of past now, but.
But he can still come out today and compete with all these new guys too. He'll just drop and he'll be right back on the mainstream.
Damn. DMX, there's so many more.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's fine. Now let's go future. Where we at right now? Current.
Oh man.
And it may be somebody we ain't even thinking, expecting you to say.
Thug, Gunna.
Oh, you love that. You love that.
What? Thug and Gunna. Rocky, Tyler. Drake, Kendrick, Cole, like it's all of them. Big Sean, Big Sean's my guy.
Yeah, Big Sean's Cole for sure, Kendrick for sure.
Everybody, bro. I like every Ice Spice.
Asking a DJ
Sexy Red,
like it was like pulling teeth over here.
I love what the girls are doing.
Half the industry.
Yeah, I love what the girls are doing. So Ice Spice, Sexy Red, Lotto, Nicki, Cardi. Meg, like all the girls, Doja Cat.
He just did a commercial for hip hop just now.
SZA. Yeah, I ain't even getting to the R&B. Like, come on, man.
Right. That's a whole nother.
That's my job.
That's a whole other conversation.
That's my job.
I appreciate it. So, how would you describe the Albany music scene? How is it different, maybe from any other city?
Just because we don't have as many outlets, the artists work twice as hard. There's so many artists that if you plant them in New York City, you plant them in Atlanta, you plant them in LA, you plant them in Miami, they're gonna move and shake stuff. Just because there are no outlets here, or not as many outlets here, and there's so many in other places. There's so many open mics. There's so many artist showcases. The labels are in New York or in LA or in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And so you could get around that stuff, and they'll just outwork everybody.
Right. Yeah, that's what I say. Like it's kind of like one of the things I've been, working diligently is elevating myself to be in a better position to be a conduit for these artists.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And because a lot of times I'm disappointed, not even in them, but just in the lack of opportunity that there is at certain times. Because for some people, I'm just like, no, you could have leveled up. You're just not working hard enough.
Right.
But then there's these cases of artists that really are those people. You know what I mean? And it's just not enough here for them.
Right.
So they are going to need to travel and get out there more. And I strongly believe that Albany could be a good base.
Because it's so close to the city. It's so close. You could
take a flight to Atlanta. You could take, and because I always tell people it's not so much, you have to think of it rent, transportation, food, like cost of living is a huge component to think about as an artist. So a lot of times when these artists are like, well, I'm going to go to LA, I'm like, but do you have a real survival game plan?
Yeah.
Because you could go out there as the most talented person, but you won't make it just because you can't survive.
Yeah, you got to come back home.
Right. You got to. So that's why I say like Albany is a good base from an economic standpoint.
Yeah.
But you can't get like rooted to the point where you don't make your moves.
But that's the thing. You know somebody that work at Southwest? Get the buddy pass, bro. Like, stop playing. Like, somebody that work at United.
Or network, get out there and meet people. Because you'll find, because that's how I got so many things.
But that's what I'm saying. If your base is home in Albany, you got a friend that work at the airport.
Right.
Get you a cheap or free flight somewhere. You could go to Atlanta as many times as...
Absolutely.
The buddy pass, they get 6 buddy passes a year. Make you 3 friends up there.
Just like, I'm not even going to hold you. My boys all work for Amtrak. So I used to ride Amtrak for free.
We outside.
I used to be in New York all the time.
We outside.
Behind Amtrak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like they just not making the necessary moves and networking the right way to have these other options and opportunities for themselves. And it's sad to see it, you know what I mean? Because they thinking that they're just gonna run around here, and it's just like there's only but so much running around here you're gonna be able to do before you gotta make those moves.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
and another thing that I do want to give as wisdom to artists locally is that if you have a record, work your record.
Right.
Please work your record for more than what you think an artist cycle is.
Nowadays they think it's like 30 days and it's over.
Yeah, no.
Like bro.
Work your record for a year.
Yeah, thank you.
If you got one, if you think you got one,
thank you.
Work your record for a year straight.
Thank you.
That one record. Work that record for a year straight. Suck every bit of content you can out of it, money you can out of it, whatever you can gain from this record.
Make about 50 dance videos to it.
Whatever,
have other people put a challenge on your record.
Do an open verse challenge.
Make an official video for your record.
Do everything. Work your record for a year.
They're not doing it. And I'm really glad you said it. And I hope our artist, I'm not gonna name his name, that I'm currently working for, understands that. Because he dropped this single like barely a couple months ago, and he's already ready to move on. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm like, I don't even consider you haven't dropped it. It's still an underground release at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing. Not enough people have heard it yet. Just because you tired
work the
of it.
record till you're tired of it, and then everybody around you's tired of it. And the funnier thing about that is, once it gets to that point, it's probably when it's gonna catch. And now you gotta travel around with that record. But that's the thing. Like, I watched OT Genesis do that with I'm in Love with the Coco, and he had a record, and it was a big record. And he came here, he performed that record 8 times because he ain't had no other record. He started it from the top again, performed I'm in Love with the Coco.
I'm done.
I knew he was doing that all around the country until he got another one. Push It or Cut It. And now he got 3 of those. But I watched him work all 3 of those records, one at a time, a year, 2 years. Now he got a good 5, 6, 7 songs. You got a set list.
I'm really glad you said that. Working a record is key.
For sure.
Really working your record. Really making sure. Because if everybody hasn't heard it, then nobody's heard it.
Then nobody's heard it.
So you over here thinking just because you played it for the block, locally here, like even in the 518, like if you only played in the 518, no one's heard your record.
Right.
No one's heard. Because half the people you think are even checking for it or even listening ain't even listening. They're too busy trying to do their own thing.
But people don't even register famous artists. Like, I played Drake records, and somebody's walked by and was like, yo, who's that? Oh, that's Drake. Oh, where? When he dropped that? So if Drake records are slipping through the cracks, who do you think you are?
So that leads me to this question. What are some of the challenges you face as a DJ in Albany? and how do you overcome them?
The challenges I face are political and or lack of venue space. Like the ideas I have may be too big or too lofty, or it's too expensive to get
You're
done.
not still live, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
Nah.
just wanna make sure.
Yeah,
I was like,
nah,
they gotta pay for this.
Yeah. But like let's say, all right, if you want to throw an event in the city of Albany, you either have to do A, 300 people and under, or B, a capacity of 4,000 or 2,500 and up. There's no 500 person venues. There's no 750 person venues that want to work with us.
Right.
One, they don't exist. Two, the one that exists don't want to fuck with us. I mean, mess with us. Sorry.
You go.
Don't want to mess with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's a challenge.
Right.
I work around those challenges. I max out those 300 person venue shows. I've done the 2,500 person venues. I've sold out. I put 2,500 people in the Cap Center.
That's mean.
I put 2,500 people in there. You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
But I put it in there to see how much it's gonna cost me. It cost me $25,000 to do the event, and you have to turn a profit. I did, but still.
Sweating the whole time.
What? I gotta sell 1,000 tickets.
You got a lot of sweat on your brow, bro. I
gotta sell 1,000 tickets just to feel comfortable.
Right, for sure.
Selling 500 tickets is a tough feat for anybody.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta sell 1,000 tickets to feel comfortable in this space. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why most people can't do it. That's why certain things, because you're right. It's either you're either doing this, or you're just kind of just doing this.
It's cute.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But I've worked out deals to make that 300 feel very comfortable for me, like financially. Like I could just do a 300 person party once a month for the rest of my life if I wanted to.
Right, for sure.
And I'd live a comfortable life.
Right.
So.
What do you enjoy the most about DJing?
Oh man, it's just the spontaneous creation it creates in my brain. Like I'm mixing all the time in my head at all times. Like at all times, I'm hearing something, I'm mixing it in my head. And so one song could spark another. Like anytime I go into a venue, I don't know what I'm playing.
I was gonna ask you that.
I don't have a predetermined set. I'm freestyling, and
that's big, bro.
If that sounds impressive, it's because it is.
Right. No.
Like I'm freestyling anytime I walk in the building.
Hold on one second. You're not gonna just come in here and just start saying.
I'm talking, man.
I'm
talking that talk.
I gotta get some applause going right now. Where my button at, man? We need some applause on that. I can't even. Nah, we gotta. You gotta take a moment right there, bro. You couldn't just throw that by me and just walk out and say stuff like that, man. Look, that's super impressive to not have, because I'll do that live on my show. You know what I mean? And I'm doing two different genres, so it's a little easier. I got an hour that I'm freestyling the throwback and an hour that I'm freestyling for the next level, which is up and coming artists. But when you're doing a whole party like that,
yeah, in front of 2,000 people. I'm at House of Blues tomorrow. I'm at Which one? In Boston.
Okay.
I'm at House of Blues in front of 2,000 people tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm playing yet.
Wow.
I have a general idea of something I might try. Maybe.
Yeah, because typically, some DJs will do their whole set even before they get there. They know exactly what and they're just repeating what they already
And I'm the headliner. I'm the headliner. I go on last.
Wow.
So mind you, what if I did plan a whole entire set, and then the first DJ goes on, plays something that I was gonna play. Second DJ goes on, they play another thing that I'm gonna play.
Right.
Third DJ goes on, they play other things that I'm gonna play. It's only so many songs in the world. So imagine if I had a hard set that I was planning on playing, and now I can't play this song, this song, this song. That messes up the continuity of my set.
Right, because you're so locked in to that way of doing it. Now it's like, wait, how do I pivot now? Because you don't want to be repetitious, especially if you're the headliner.
Right.
You got to be doing something different.
I'm the show. They
don't literally want to hear everything we just heard with these other dudes that we're not even paying as much as we're paying you right now. That's
And so
respect.
now when I get up there, I have to take all that. I have to have context. So I have to take everything that happened before I got there and figure out how do I turn that into the culmination? How do I turn that into the peak of the party?
So that leads me to this. How do you engage with your audience to keep them entertained during your sets?
I talk. I talk. Like that's that. The funny thing is, New York is the birthplace of the MC slash host. I mean, the DJ slash MC.
Yes.
Like the DJ slash host. It used to be Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Eric B and Rakim, and then there was this guy called Kid Capri, who did both by himself.
Yeah, he was the best. He was one of the best ever.
Yeah, he gone DJ and host.
Right.
So shout out to Kid Capri. He's one of my influences, biggest influences.
What would you say is, or it could be more than one. Share some of your memorable moments or highlights from your career.
Oh man, Hype Fest #1. Hype Fest is #1 just because I did it without an artist. I did it without, like, I sold out 2,500 seats or 2,500 tickets with my name alone. Like, there's nothing bigger than that to me.
No.
You know,
there's artists that aren't even doing that.
There's artists that can't
even when
do
they got
that.
hit records.
There's artists that can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen me sell out a building and then an artist come in that next week and not do half of what I did.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing for me. Then there's legends that I've met. There's legends that I've worked with, like 50 Cent. I got to DJ for 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I remember that. That was nice.
Like,
that was official.
come on now. I met Slick Rick. I opened for Slick Rick. I met DMX. You know what I'm saying? Like, DMX told me, look like DJing's going really well for you. I'm like, yo, word, DMX, RIP the legend. I got to tell him that he's a voice of a generation to his face, you know what I'm saying? So those encounters, like, mean a lot to me, and those are some highlights.
My brother was real close with DMX. He used to chill with him in Yonkers all the time.
Yeah, man.
I knew him as Earl. So,
shout out to you, man. I wish I had a personal relationship with
Yeah.
X, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting to meet my idols and getting to, like, sit and talk with them and just, like, giving them their flowers in person to say, hey, this is what you mean to me. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for your music, you know what I'm saying? And getting to, you know, that's real important.
Yeah, man.
Those are my highlights.
That's good, man. You just made me feel good right now.
Man.
Even talking about that, man. So what's your favorite styles? Like when you blend in different genres, what's your favorite genres to blend?
I mean, it depends, because right now, like, I'm loving Afro beats and Amapiano. Like, I love it right now. Like, and it just feels like it's calling me back home. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to go to the motherland. You feel me? But it's I do R&B, I do hip hop, I do trap, I do reggae, soca, dance hall. Like, I literally do everything. Like, I've played country, I've played classic rock. I opened for Pat Benatar. Like, you know what I mean? She in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you talking about?
I literally
just talking about.
everything.
We just talking about Pat Benatar?
Yeah, I literally do everything.
Nah, that's lit. That's lit. So that kind of answers the question. Because I was gonna ask you, is there any music trends or movements that's influenced you? So, you know,
I play everything, man. I'm a sponge, bro. Like, I'm a student of the game, and anything that exists out there, I'm influenced by. What's
the biggest festival you've done?
I don't know, probably something that I mean, I did Tula Fest. I did Live at 5. I did, you know, I've done the TGIF Center. I'm doing Live at 5 this year with Montel Jordan.
Oh, when's he coming?
August 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
So, and mind you, it goes from, like, for me, I like changing the landscape of how they interact with the local talent and the local DJs here. And so before, you being asked to DJ Live at 5, you put in a corner somewhere. They don't really see you like that. Your name not on the flyer.
Right.
Nah, my name is on the flyer. I'm getting top billing. I'm getting paid for real. It's not like we have a budget of $500,
right?
Or we $300, and you just got to take it just
because you like
you're trying to be on.
You know what? Give me that.
Live at 5.
Give me that thing.
Just whatever.
Right.
It'll be
I'll
a good
go buy
look.
a pair of sneakers.
Yeah, whatever. Nah, I'm getting paid, and I'm getting paid. So the DJ after me don't look crazy when they ask for 1,000 or 1,500.
Right. You're setting a standard. and a value.
They might not get what I get, but they can get something.
Right.
You feel
because
me? Like
the higher it's just like with NBA players. Like once somebody or NFL players, once you break in the market, and then now it raises.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can't lowball you, but so much, and then they are accepting that this is what it costs.
But mind you, when I ask for what I ask for, and then I deliver.
It's always great when you deliver.
I deliver. So mind you, I think it was the Slick Rick show. I opened for Slick Rick.
Yeah, I remember saying.
And they said, hey, we're going to have this artist on, and then we're going to have you DJ, or we're going to whatever. You're going to have 20, 30 minutes. You're going to do a 30-minute set. I was like, I bet I'm going to do a history of hip-hop set to really, like, bring it from the beginning all the way through.
Oh, that's dope.
And I'm going to do that. And then they called me 2 days before and said, hey, you're actually going to do an hour. So mind you, this is actually the first set I ever planned out because I was gonna do a history of hip hop set. I was going, but now I gotta stretch that to an hour set. But then I delivered.
I'm mad I missed that.
That was probably one of the best sets of my life.
I was about to say I'm mad I missed that.
I was there.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, that's that day. I think we were talking about that. You told me you was on your way there.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
and that was one of the best sets of my life.
So look,
TGIF come on, man.
His history.
There's no cap in my rap.
He's a hip hop historian over here. He knows his music, bro.
There's no cap in my rap, man. You know what I'm saying? That's but then I deliver. So when I ask for what I ask for, I'm not getting opposition. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's fire, bro.
And then, mind you, I'm getting paid well for a live F5, and I'm throwing an after party so I can get paid again.
That's a good day's work.
I'm not playing around, man.
That's a good day's work.
I'm not playing around, bro.
I think I'm about to pull it to Montel, man.
Yeah, for sure. Come through. We outside, and I'm throwing a 90s party right after.
All right. I'm going to have to come to both. I'm going to have to. He said 90s party right after.
Right after. I'm not playing.
Yeah. So what's like the worst fan experience you've ever had?
Oh, man.
If you remember.
Nothing's bad, for real. Mm-hmm. Like, people are weird. Like, this person like made me a hat and I was thankful for the hat, but then like she was wearing the hat and I don't know the state of your hair health and what you got going on.
Right, that's how you get lice.
Yeah, no, I don't play. You see my hair, I don't play about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff, but I was thankful that they took the time to get a hat customized with my name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like every interaction I have, I'm thankful for. Some stuff is just weird. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's what comes with it. But I'm thankful for everything.
Yeah, nah, that's lit. Because I can imagine, like, you know, it must get, like, you got a bunch of drunk people. The requests got to be crazy all the time, and people come in. Like, anybody ever hit your table while you was messing up your music?
For sure. Stuff has been spilled on my stuff. Like, but I'm real strict.
Right.
While keeping a smile on my face and while being welcoming and this and that and. Yeah, but like I said, I'm thankful though, because none of this is promised, and the position I'm in doesn't exist without the people.
Absolutely. If you could collaborate with any artist or any DJ right now, who would you want to like? If you could make like a DJ record or whatever, who would you want in that record?
My idol, Jazzy Jeff. DJ Jazzy Jeff, #1. Best DJ, best DJ of all time in my opinion. I'm not arguing about it. He's #1 to me.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely that guy.
You know what I'm saying?
He's still that guy.
He's still that guy.
He's
still one of the he's the greatest ever. The greatest ever. There's no arguing, changing my mind. What about this guy? What about that guy? It's Jazzy Jeff. So as far as DJs, it's Jazzy Jeff. As far as artists, I would love to tap back in with 50 Cent. I would love to do something with 50 Cent.
That'd be dope.
Like,
do you have a favorite venue? Now keep in mind, like, we've had some really legendary venues, which, you know, rest in peace.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
You know, I mean, when I was actually having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was like, damn, like, the biggest issue right now with the 518 is it's like traveling venues now. Like, we don't really, like, there's not one definitive spot that's like, that's the spot that everybody, like, it's like 1 minute we have it, 1 minute we don't. But out of all the venues in the 518, what was your favorite venue to perform to DJ at?
It was short-lived because it was Jupiter Hall in Gross Gates.
Right. I almost forgot that we even had that.
Yeah, it was short-lived. It was the perfect size venue. Like, it was like 800 people.
That really was a really great venue.
I made quite a bit of money there. Just off the couple of events that I did, it just gave me the blueprint of what it could be.
Yeah, they just didn't want the people in the mall. Like, you know what I
Nah,
mean?
it
Like,
wasn't them. It was COVID. COVID shut it
oh,
down, and then they switched.
And then they changed the game.
Yeah, somebody else bought it. They made it Apex or whatever, just like Skyloft. Skyloft was the same thing.
I was about to say that.
And I almost bought Skyloft. Like almost like did a tour, walk through everything. It's just that the mall is real expensive, man. So I might get my money up.
Right. Yeah.
But they want you to sign like a 10-year lease, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yikes.
You just got to know like what you're capable of.
Then if you default, you still technically you're on the hook for those 10 years.
I watched
come for blood.
I watched them sue the mess out of people.
Yeah, no, they'll come for blood. They'll put a dollar amount to what you were supposed to get them, and you'll be working 5 jobs for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life.
Not me.
To pay back a venue that you don't even have access to anymore.
Not me. Sorry.
Oh man, that's terrible.
You're gonna catch me slipping like that.
So, with your career having being so diverse, you know what I mean, and so much traveling, how do you have time for a love life?
Oh, you make time, but also cheat code. Get you a partner that's just as busy as you are.
Thank you.
Get you a partner that's just as busy as you are.
Tell people that.
My girl's busy.
That literally is the key.
My girl,
they have to be as busy as you are. So then when y'all come together, it makes the time more special, more quality, more exciting, more like, you know what I mean? But they got to be as busy as you, because if they're just sitting around at home waiting for you,
yeah, there's going to be a problem.
When you'll be going to November?
So this is the thing. Like, she's busy. She works corporate. She does events for a not-for-profit agency or whatever. And she's outside. It's a benefit. It's a gala. It's a this. It's a that. Sometimes,
even better.
Sometimes I can go with her. Sometimes, you got to handle that on your own.
Right.
And then I'm DJing on the weekend, so like I'm busy. Sometimes she roll with me. Sometimes she got stuff to do.
Right.
But we both have the understanding of our lifestyles. Like, she was who she was before I met her.
That's key.
I am who I am before she met me. And we both accepting of who we are as people.
And that's important.
And then who we are as a couple.
And I asked that question because I think that that's vital to even the trajectory of an artist. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the right support, even separate from a relationship, just in general, but more specifically in a relationship, because I've seen people that were super talented, but they had a very powerful, significant other who derailed their career.
Yeah, nah.
You know?
Like everybody in my life knows that what I do is who I am, and that takes precedent.
Because the thing about this industry, it's always going to pull you, especially if you're successful. Like, I'm not going to get into this person's name, but the manager past manager for Alicia Keys, because he's no longer managing Alicia Keys, and a lot of that had to do with who his wife was at that time. And I had an artist, and like this person's brother was loving what I was doing with my movement and everything. And he brought me to this guy to try to, to like, listen, you got Alicia, but you got nothing else going. Like, this guy's a visionary, and everything was lining up. And I would call, wifey wasn't giving him messages. It was literally, she was sabotaging him. But meanwhile, living off of him. So you're living off of this hard work and this effort and everything that he's doing, but at the same time, you're capping, like, I have enough for me, and I'm gonna just cap it here, and just undercutting him, and then the more that happens, the more, and then he just started kind of falling off. Because it's just like, if you can only ride that horse but for so long. Right. And then also with artists, they get to certain points where it's like they move on.
She got kids.
Now she's with Swiss. She don't need you in that capacity. Right. He's fulfilling that
capacity.
So I don't even need that anymore. So it was like, and I saw that coming early, and I was trying to approach it like, listen, bro, you gotta. And he wasn't really, but then it was like I wasn't able to continue to have the conversations and the connection because she kept. Even with the home number, I thought I was lit with the home number. No, that just put me on her radar.
Yep.
And then it was, and then the next thing you know, I couldn't get through, and then the brother couldn't get through because she knew he was trying to advocate for what we was trying to do, and then he felt terrible because we had went all in on this. And it was like, you couldn't tell me we wasn't about to pop off Alicia Keys' manager. We about to be out of here.
We out of here with all the connections you got.
And it was just like, next thing I knew, he stopped even returning my calls because he was so embarrassed and he couldn't make it happen. And then I started realizing, like, damn, like, that whoever's.
Yo, listen, the partner you pick is so important. And if you're trying to build something, if you're trying to work towards something, the partner you pick is really important. And like for me, my partner doesn't have to be into what I'm into.
Right.
As long as she's, aspiring to reach a certain goal. I'm going to help you, just be support for you while you're aspiring. Like, I don't know nothing about the corporate world, but I'm going to be your backbone. I'm here for you. Like, whatever you need from me, I got you.
That's real. That's
and
real
she's
right
like
there.
that for me. So, like, she might not be in my world. Kind of is, but she's not. You know what I'm saying? Because for corporate, when you throw events for corporate, you have a budget that you're working with. For me, I put up every dollar that I earn. Like, I put up, and then I recoup off of what the profits are.
Respect it.
It's my money.
That's a fact.
If I mess up, we might not eat.
Right.
You feel me? So, like, I mean, not
which actually makes y'all a good couple too, because there's a certain backbone that she gives you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a fail safe. Like, if this don't work, I'm not falling on my face. I got somebody there to support me, which was, once again, partner.
Yeah, I ain't falling on my face no time soon.
Nah. You ain't falling on your face ever, brother.
It's
we ain't
over.
doing that.
It's over.
We ain't doing that. So, let me pivot a little bit.
Okay.
You're prominent, super successful at what you've been doing. Have you experienced hate from other DJs?
Yeah. The problem now is that it's not beneficial for you to hate on me. Like, it's honestly a bad idea for you to hate on me.
It's not gonna work out for you.
No, it's just not a good idea.
Right.
It's not in your best interest.
It's not a future.
It's not in your best. There's no future in hating on me. I'm sorry. And like, I know that, and a lot of people know that. So like, while there may be rivalry, tension, whatever you want to call it, plus I show so much love. Like, I don't care for anybody that doesn't like me. I show too much love. I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to be good at this. I want everybody to win.
Facts.
So if you hating on me, you might not even be hating on me. You might just be hating on that I'm somewhere where you want to be and you're not there yet.
Right. It's not you.
It's not me.
It's just the fact that you're winning.
It's what I represent.
Right.
And
winning
it might not be a personal problem with me at all. So I don't really care.
So what advice right now would you give to an aspiring DJ in Albany who's just starting out their career?
Find a place that has a whack night that nothing's going on in, and that's your easy end to create something of your own. And then once you build from there. Like, consistency is the only thing that people will respect over time. And so find a place that doesn't have something going on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, and bring value.
So I have a segment that I do. It's called This or That. And we're going to go into a series of questions, and it's just going to be one thing
Let's do it.
or the other. J-Lo or Shakira?
Who? J-Lo. Do I offer explanation or what?
You can, but you don't have to per se. Some stuff you may just want to skip by, but let's talk about that.
J-Lo. Just because J-Lo's from New York.
Yeah.
J-Lo's R&B. Like, Shakira, her impact is felt in a world that I'm not in, which is in the Latin world. And I think her impact in that world is bigger than J-Lo's, but J-Lo's impact is bigger in my world. So, J-Lo.
Taraji P or Megan Good?
Megan Good.
Yeah,
Not even a
Megan's
question.
big,
Shout out to Megan Good. You've been beautiful my whole life.
Right, you've been beautiful my whole life.
Beautiful still. And I'm glad you got away from that preacher.
Right. Facts.
So shout out to you, Megan Good.
TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram. I'm not a TikToker just yet. I know the power of it is incredible, but I'm just not over there yet.
And you're in your lane. You're in your lane right now.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Right.
Facebook, baby.
Yeah.
Facebook's
I
still
don't care
running
what
it up for
nobody
me.
say. I don't care what nobody say. I still go hard with Facebook.
Facebook running it up for me.
I still go hard.
Facebook is one of the most valuable things.
People was beating me in the head about the gram, and I was still like, nah, I'm still going to just stay. I do the gram, but Facebook is...
I announced my event. It sold out in 90 minutes. Majority due to Facebook.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's sold out. half the tickets before I could put it on Instagram.
It's really about whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Wherever your following is coming to you, because if you build it, they will come.
Like,
so if you built it there.
All right, so look, so for me, it's Facebook locally, and then it's Instagram nationally.
Yes. That's a good way to approach it.
When I'm out of my market or whatever, then it's Instagram.
Yes.
When I need to do something at home, it's Facebook.
I like that. Denzel Training Day or Al Pacino Scarface?
Denzel.
Goodfellas or Godfather?
Godfather.
Basketball or football?
Basketball, easily. Like, that's my first love.
Gold or platinum?
You see what I got on?
Yeah.
Gold, everything, baby.
I'm a gold guy, too. Do you like to cook at home or eat out?
I make the best spaghetti in the world. But I eat out so much.
Yeah.
I eat out so much.
Would you rather perform at a small, intimate venue for your diehard fans or a huge stadium for a massive audience of strangers?
Intimate venue. Oh, to elaborate on that, I'm going to get paid more for the intimate venue because I'm going to throw that show. Like being a hired DJ and producing and throwing your own show.
It's two different things. Yeah, because you're just getting a check that's capped. But when it's your show, you can control merch.
Let me put this in numbers.
Talk about it.
For a regular gig that I do, if I compare it to a show that I throw, I get paid at least 10 times as much. At least 10.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer right there. That's a no-brainer.
At least. I'm not even joking. It's not hyperbole. I'm not fudging the numbers. For a show that I get booked for and a show that I throw. A show that I throw is going to generate me 10 times as much money.
Yeah, that speaks for itself, what you need to do there. Would you rather collaborate with an established artist who's outside of your genre or a rising star in your style of music?
Established artist that's out. I might break into a new market, but this new rising star, like, because I know what's going on here. So I'm going to go with the rising star. I know what's going on. And as far as a DJ, I can build a set around what you do just because I understand it. And it's more of a collaborative effort.
Right.
I would like getting into the new stuff in another genre, but we could build something right here.
Copy that. That's lit. Kanye or Drake?
Kanye. Kanye's my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I'm the same way.
I got Yeezys on right now.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
We're going to see some pictures after this.
Yeah.
Pac or Big?
Biggie. It's not even close.
Well, I mean, you from BK, so, like, it all goes back to, like,
it's not even
if
close.
BK calls for your jersey, you can't be talking about Pac.
Nah,
so,
Biggie, respectfully,
see,
like, Pac culturally was more influential.
Yes.
Biggie was way better of a rapper.
Right.
Way better. It's not even close, and I'm sorry.
Now, for me, I'm Harlem. Pac started in Harlem. So, I'm going with Pac because on the cultural side of things,
impact and
on the activism side of things,
I know.
That's what, so and then the genres that I'm coming from, the age bracket, I'm a little older than you.
But Biggie is a way better wordsmith.
No question about no question about the lyricism. You know what I mean? No question about the lyricism. And I think that's why sometimes when people even answer that, it's almost like a loaded question.
It is. Because what means more to you.
Right. It's what matters more to you, as far as an MC is concerned versus song, because song, like the power of Pac songs.
Yeah, Dear Mama, I Ain't Mad at You.
Pac had the world.
You are, come on now.
Yeah, there's no question. Like, even Brenda's Got a Baby. That,
what?
Like,
he got songs that's going to make you reflect and think about life, you know what I'm saying?
But then when it comes to just straight rhyme spitting.
Who shot you? Separate the leak from the obsolete. Stop playing with Biggie, yo. Like, don't play with Biggie.
I almost wore my Biggie shirt today. I almost feel like I should have worn my Biggie shirt.
You see how I got on today, ODB.
I almost wore my Biggie shirt, but then I was like, well, I can't wear my Biggie shirt if I don't wear my Pac shirt on for the season. I would have had to wear both. I would have to wear Pac next week. You know what I mean? So
I got somebody iconic on me.
Yeah, now ODB's you already know. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson. And I love both. I love both.
I'm a huge Prince
guy. Put the Thriller album up against the Purple Rain album, and like,
oh my God,
I'm in heaven. But like,
man.
I'm a Michael guy.
For sure.
But I'm a Prince guy too, just because of him as a person and him as being unapologetically himself.
Yes.
Like him as a person, I'm Prince all the way.
Yes.
Like,
and just his styles. He had so many different vocal styles, and then he was a full-blown musician.
Yeah, he played every instrument.
Keyboard, like with everything,
but
bro.
For somebody that could wear platform heels, he could wear platform heels. He could wear the chaps with the booty out.
I was about to say, Prince is probably one of the few people that damn near could throw a dress on and wouldn't lose no credibility whatsoever.
He's the most masculine man ever with platform heels on.
That's the fact.
The most masculine man ever.
With the booty out pants.
With the booty out pants. But would it do the Michael Jackson "I'm Bad" video, because the first lyrics was "Your butt is mine." And he said, "Whose butt? Not my butt. I'm not standing on the opposite side of him talking about your butt is mine."
Right, he did say that.
He said that.
He did say
Shout out
that.
to Prince, man.
Yeah.
So I'm a Prince guy, but Michael as an artist. If we talking music, Michael. Right. We talking person, Prince.
Copy that. Winter or summer?
Summer. Outside.
If you could go in the past to meet your ancestors, or to the future and meet your great-grandchildren, what would you want to do?
Ancestors. They got the knowledge.
Yes. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Henny or Douce?
Neither. I don't drink.
Good man. You're going to live a long time.
Yeah.
More time or more money?
I could affect so much change with more money. I could affect so much change.
I like that answer because I've had I think out of, let's just say if I asked 20 people that, only one other person said more money. And I respect the fact that you said it because of your reply after that. Yeah. I could affect so much more. It's just like with Pac. He was only here for 25 years, but he did the work of a 100-year-old man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I can affect so much more change.
I like that. Without the internet for a week or without your phone?
Is the internet on my phone?
Well, no. That's the thing. You're not getting no internet on the phone. It's just straight phone calls and text or internet. And you got to be without one or the other.
I'm without my phone. I'll be on the internet.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, I'll be on it. I could call you on Messenger.
Yeah, you can still do all
what you talking about?
Right. And look at you.
Yeah.
Right. Lose your vision or your hearing?
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, there's always one. I got one defined.
Yeah. That's tough. Because I couldn't DJ without either.
They don't have the braille. They don't have the braille.
They do, but I couldn't. I'd be useless because if I can't read the crowd, I have to see the crowd to read the crowd. Like even if I'm hearing, it's gonna sound good, but it's not gonna be based off of what's happening in the room. So I had to pick. I'm gonna go without hearing.
So you can't hear the music.
I know, and that's gonna be a tough loss. But I could see the smiles on my friends' faces. I could feel the vibrations of the music.
And and most artists, and I don't know, well, see, I can't even, because you're still an artist. So, because I was going to say, like, most of the rappers, they were saying they wanted to still be able to hear the music. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, but as a DJ, you're still an artist. Mm-hmm. You're still music, like, you're still processing the same way.
I could see the waveforms of the songs, and I could feel the vibrations of the beats or whatever. I may not be able to hear it, but I'll be able to feel it, and I could see the reactions
impact that you're having on people. Instead of somebody in the ear like, yo, they're really loving your set.
Nah.
Yo, this one girl right here with no top on is really loving your set.
But yeah, I would see.
Interesting. Batman or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. Batman's his superpower is white privilege.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You put a cape on, and they can see that you black under that cape.
Right.
You going to jail, buddy.
It's over.
You going to jail, buddy. He got a partnership with the police department.
Right.
Like what?
That's a fact. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Money or love?
Love.
Would you rather make a call or text?
Call me. Don't text me.
Yeah.
Don't text me.
Okay.
Call me if it's important. Call me.
Okay, that's important. I like that. I like that. If you had to choose being wealthy and stable for life, or doing your music and struggling, what would you choose?
Wealthy and stable for life.
That's a fact.
I told it's more people that count on me than just me. If it's just about me, then I'll do my music.
Heard it.
But like wealthy and stable, bro. Like, cause it's more people than me.
Lose all the money you earned this year, or lose all the memories you gained.
Lose all the money I earned this year, or lose I'll make new memories.
All the memories. Okay.
I'll make new memories.
Okay.
I mean, I it's some amazing memories. But yeah, we can make some more. I ain't gonna lie.
And bread.
I ain't gonna lie. We can make some
Bread.
more. We can make some more.
Bread.
I ain't gonna lie.
Know the date of your death or the cause of your death.
Know the date. Without question, know the date. I would do so much.
Now, and this is more of an artist perspective, like an actual, because I don't know, like with the DJ, but I'm still gonna ask you this question anyway.
Mm-hmm.
A long career of good music, or the biggest hit record of all time.
Biggest hit record of all time.
Mm.
Lumi D still touring from like biggest hit record of all time. I would tour for the rest of my life.
Is she really off of that joint?
She's still touring. You can find her in Europe somewhere right now. And then Nicki Minaj just sampled it.
You're right. She's still
touring 25 years later.
She's still eating. And then now let's to end the this or that segment.
Mark Morrison could do a show right now. Return of the Mac.
You're right.
Santana could do Maria right now.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, that's a big record. Be married to someone good looking that doesn't think you're attracted, or be married to someone butt ugly that thinks you're gorgeous.
Married to someone good looking that doesn't think I'm attractive.
Yeah, so in other words, she's probably just
blind.
with you for...
She blind, first and foremost, because your boy out here, you know what I'm saying? But, or somebody that's butt ugly.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to be shallow real quick, because, wait, can I cheat?
Hey, listen, you know, no kiss, don't tell, man.
I would marry an attractive woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't even mad at you, brother.
Maybe this is a business decision.
Listen, bro, you know, we had a great interview, man. You know, we winding down right now. It's crazy. We did like an hour and a half just that fast, man. And so I'm gonna end it with this. What's the final end game for TGIF?
I want to own a building that will be welcoming to black people and people of color and everybody else that rocks with us. You know what I'm saying? If you're a friend of us, then you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a friend of us, you're not welcome. You know what I'm saying? But our own space, I want a 800 to 1,000 capacity venue to throw concerts and parties.
I like that idea.
I will take the capital that I earn from that, and I'll, donate where I see fit. I'll create a foundation where I see fit. I'll back the political candidates that are, aligned with my values, but I'll use what I do to still affect positive change around my community.
I love it, brother. I gotta give an applause for that. I love it. My brother, I want to thank you. It was everything I thought it would be.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me, bro. Thank you. I had fun.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, brother, man. This was lit, man. It's important, to have people that are really, this season, for me, was very important because I wanted to make sure that I had, what I would consider, and this is not a slight to anybody that I may have had in the past because some people do fall into this, but more so than ever, I wanted everybody to be career orientated and career based. Yeah. I didn't want any I hope I can type of artist I wanted that, and I wanted that energy, you know what I mean? And I wanted it to be people that are literally what this podcast is going to embody and does embody.
Next level.
Which is the next level.
Next level. And for me, what I want to let you know is you can get to the next level. I'm still trying to get to the next level. You feel me? And so I've reached every goal that I set out for myself, and now there's more stuff that I want to accomplish.
And that's the thing, bro. You just
the next level.
You just gotta keep striving, keep doing all the great things that you're doing here in the community, man.
Yes, sir.
And because it's more important for you to lead by example. You know what I mean? And you are truly doing that, and you are truly a great person to look to.
Thank you.
You're a beacon.
Thank you.
You're a beacon out here in the 518, man. So like I said, man, I want to thank you for all your time and
Thank
coming
you for
and
having
pulling
me,
up,
bro.
man.
I had an amazing time.
And I just want to, for everybody tuning in right now, man, this is DJ TGIF, the one and only. There's only one. There's only
that's
one.
A fact.
There's only one. There's only one.
And
Thanks
if there's
again,
another
brother.
one, I'm sorry, bro, because it's me.
Yes, sir. And as I do each and every week, man, I want to wish you and yours a peaceful journey as you travel through life. It's Mr. Everyday, man. You can find me on everything. Mr. Everyday on everything. Let's go, 518. Your boys in the building.
We outside.
Yes, sir. Lit, bro.